Hello everybody and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. So this is my first video that I've recorded since before Christmas time. So yeah, I'm back now and I'm going to be focusing mostly on writing the storyline for Survival Roleplay, which is going to be starting at some point in February. The actual date is not confirmed, but I will keep you up to date with that. As soon as I know a date, I will of course post that on my community page. But in the meantime, whilst we're waiting for Survival Roleplay, let's continue with the current schedules. So we are going to be resuming on Silverrun Forest, and I'm trying to refresh my memory as to what I was doing. I think I was doing some forestry on the train line. That must have been the last episode. Yes, because this is still down here, and I'm still trying to clear the trees, because it is causing quite a lot of lag. But that's just something we're going to do every now and then. Cut some more trees down, clear them. These trees over here, yes, they were going to be going to probably the paper factory. But we'll get some more before we take that over there. And of course the roller coaster was completed as well in the Christmas Eve video. And I have already been on there many times. I've had plenty of rides, making us feel a bit ill. Anyway, yes, we're in the process of trying to purchase field number 2. And it has a sugar beet crop in it. I'm also, because I've been reading all the comments as well, not all of them, as many as I could do from over the Christmas period. Thank you to all of you who left those super thanks, so generous, definitely massively appreciated, and will go back into the channel in one way or another, whether it's for a future PC or a microphone or whatever. It's definitely going to be going back into this channel. So yeah, thank you so much to all of you. You really are extremely generous. Train. There we go. Yes, it's been a week since I've seen that train. So anyway, yes, we need to get a trailer. That's what was mentioned. I saw the comments about that. It would be a good idea to buy this trailer in replacement for the side dump, providing it's compatible with ore. It is. So that makes perfect sense. It's going to be extremely heavy, but it doesn't matter too much. As long as it can actually pull it. I think it will be able to pull it. It would be quite extreme for it not to be able to pull it. And it was not in the sale. So that's lucky. Okay, yeah, field number 2. That's what we're focusing on. It does have the sugar beet crop in it. Are there any jobs that we can do in there? I don't think so. Nope. It would also be good to do some transport missions, so we might do some of them at some point in the near future. But yeah, without any further ado, we'll get over to field number 2 once we have picked up this trailer. And, yes, of course, I did that as well. It's amazing how just, well, it's been about 9 days since I did a video, I think. In just 9 days, you really lose track of what was going on. Anyway, this is the super powerful lorry. I think this trailer can stay here for now. It's being used to transport ore, but, yes, I'm not going to be taking it all the way back down to the store, so it can just go here. Look at all those planks and beams, that's amazing. We'll have to pick all those up and take them over to the yacht, because that's what's going to be using them. But of course, yeah, some of the planks will have to go over to other productions. I think it's 750 horsepower, this. A really powerful lorry. I don't know if I should sell the side dump. I think I probably should do. So I think I'll get that taken over to the store. Get some money back for it. So there it is, the side dump. How much money can we get back for it? I think I will repaint it. So yeah, 40,000, but it was actually less than that. And now we can attach to this trailer. It will be extremely interesting to see how well it performs when it is fully loaded with ore. Because, yeah, that side dump was, well, the capacity was tiny compared to this. And it still felt extremely heavy. So let's go and try it out. It might be a disaster. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Because of course we're not going to the metal factory first, we're going to the mine. Yeah, although it is 750 horsepower, I wouldn't be surprised if it can only do about 1 or 2 miles per hour uphill. Because when it's fully loaded, this is going to be extremely heavy. Okay, then here we are at the mine. And there's our Volvo wheel loader with its big bucket. Now it was less than 2 bucket loads to fill the side dump. I can't remember exactly how big this bucket is. Was it 8,000? I can't remember. Let's have a look. $10,000. Okay. So it looks like it's 6.5. Well, 6 and a bit. How big's the trailer? 60 something. I think it's 64.5. So it's pretty much 6.5 bucket loads, which is just crazy to think that, because, well, as you can see, this is a gigantic wheel load. I think it weighs about 38 tons, and, well, it's not exactly finding that load light. This is going to be very interesting, but I can only imagine that the people who suggested this idea have actually tried this themselves, so I'm sure it'll work. But then again, maybe their metal factory wasn't up a hill. It should have been put down a hill, at the bottom of a hill. But it's certainly looking good. If we were to do quite a few of these loads, we could soon shift this pile, but the problem with that is we'd have to dump all this in a big pile somewhere else, because the factory can only take about 60,000. Certainly been piling up. Okay, was this number 6? I've lost track already. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's number 5. This is number 6. And there is number 6. It turns out I actually got my capacity wrong. It's not 64.5. I don't know where I got that from. It's 60. Well, 59.4. So I couldn't have been more wrong. Anyway, that is enough. We don't need any more than that. This is already most likely way too much. I must have looked at something else and got 64.5 from something. Or what though, I don't know. Interesting. Right, so obviously downhill is no problem at all. There's one part of the climb which is particularly difficult, and it is the final bit, because we've got to go uphill whilst turning fairly tightly. Let's do a brake test. Not bad. This is amazing. But then I suppose it is 750 horsepower. Still amazing. Absolutely flying. Because yeah, that Volvo, the dumper, which we started off with, that struggled with a tiny amount. This is the bad one. Okay, it's pulling the speed down. It's also lifting up a bit at the front, but yeah, it's still going. We got down to 4, and now we're back up to 13 and climbing. Very impressive. Okay, so that is so good that we have upgraded to this, because we can pretty much fill the factory in one trailer load. And the chances are normally the factory won't be empty. I think it is empty this time, because I haven't really been here very much, but yeah, that's extremely impressive. What a mighty beast. Okay then. Yeah, not sure that would actually be able to tip it in real life. That ram, it's totally full. Extremely heavy. I would have loved to know how much that is actually in weight. It must be super heavy. How much would it be? Loaded to the top. Ooh, don't know. 80 tons? Hard to say. Right, So yeah, it took all of that. Must be so close to full. Metal, there we go. From empty to that. And yeah, that wants to be activated. So we can now leave the metal factory. For now, we don't need to do anything else here. I could set it to automatically selling, which would certainly save a lot of time, but then we wouldn't get the best price. It wouldn't go to Elm Creek. I think I would just slide these along and push them up to here. Oh yes, I was told by somebody not to block this door in case it's a fire exit, which is certainly a good idea. It would be very irresponsible to block it. I'm not sure it is a fire exit. No entry. It might be. Not sure. But it's certainly a good habit to get into, not blocking fire doors. That should be good enough. Hopefully they're not in the trigger. They might be. But we'll soon be shifting them. Okay, that'll do. So now we can have a look at field number 2 again properly. As we know, there's no contract available. So is it ready to harvest? Not quite. But I think they've done most of the work. Yes, it's all fertilised. And I don't think it has any weeds. What's the best vehicle to go in? Yes, that'll do. Actually, whilst we're at it, we'll deliver this fabric to the yacht. Probably need some by now. And then, of course, we have all of the grass which needs to be dealt with. This must be yacht number 3. So, will it take all the fabric? Yes, it will. And it needs wood beams. Oh no, sorry, it is actually processing wood beams. So once it's done that, that'll be the mast up. Let me just increase the rate of time. Yep, that's all processing fine. So obviously we'll have to deliver more wood beams here soon, but we'll be doing that anyway. No problem at all. So yeah, let's get over to field number 2. Check out the situation, hopefully buy the field, and then we can harvest that in a few episodes' time. And then we just have these 2 grass fields to deal with. That is my field. Field number 1 is full of weeds. So yeah, it's going to want to be sprayed. But this field has already been done. It's all sprayed. Did we do it? It's amazing. 9 days ago. Feels like about a month ago. Right. 132,000. That's good. I suppose, yeah, spraying that off is going to be the priority. We do not want that crop to ripen with a load of weeds in it. But then after that we can deal with this grass. And I think I was just doing it for grass, maybe for silage. We've got the big Heston baler. We've still got a Heston bale in each trough, so they're going to be getting on fine with those. Pop this in here. I almost made it round. There we go. Yeah, so we don't really have anything in the way of sprayers. We do need a sprayer. It's not a very big field, and the sprayers which we have access to here are quite big anyway. So I think certainly this would be fantastic, although that's only slightly more expensive. Same working width, bigger tank, and only a marginally bigger tank. So I'm inclined to go with this one. But definitely the widest working width. So there we go. And then, well, I think we have crop destruction to push off, don't we? Really, we need a tractor with narrow tyres. How much money do we have left? 133,000. I wonder. Well, that voucher is in the sale, so we could go with that. It would certainly seem like the logical thing to do, because it's not super expensive. But can you put narrow tyres on it? You can. Okay, 49,000, we'll go with it. Do we want blue? Maybe green? Yeah, that looks nice. Brilliant. Okay, right, well we'll pick up that setup. Obviously we need to get some herbicide purchased as well. It actually looks like a good setup. I think it would have been pushing it putting the Volvo BM on this sprayer. I think that would have been a bit of a mistake. So yeah, going with this seems like a good thing to do. Okay, herbicide. One is probably enough, but we're going to need some more in the future. Although yeah, you don't get a discount buying loads in one go. There's no bulk buy discount. I don't know if there would be in real life for herbicide and fertilizer. But yeah, it would be a nice little incentive to make us buy more in one go if there was a small discount. Even if it's just 5% or 3%. Here we are. I see my cultivator is still over there. Yes, that's going to have to return. The most important thing was to get the widest working width. It would be nice to get a self-propel one. But we don't quite have enough money yet. After we sold a few more yachts, it'll be a different story. Good working width. 8 miles per hour. Consumption fairly low. And a very effective job, as you can see. I think that's probably one of the only things where the less realistic option is better in FS, because obviously when you spray the weeds off in a field in real life, they take several days, maybe even a couple of weeks, for them to wilt and die. Whereas here they are just instantly dying, but that is so much better, because if they didn't, they would actually look no different. I suppose giants could make them go a little bit of a darker colour because they're wet, that have been affected by the spray. But yeah, it still would probably be quite difficult to see the difference. Especially in a crop like sugar beet. So yeah, I think this wilting, this instant wilting, or death, is good. One of the few things where it's worth not being as realistic. This is where we can save some herbicide by reducing the working width. The piece that we have left is tapered, so we can just gradually reduce our width, but not too far. Okay, that looks to be about right to reduce it again about there. Was that alright? Yep. And again, and again. There we go. Oh, a bit too soon. There's a tiny bit left. Okay, right, so let's go and put this back in the yard. I don't think we need the sprayer again. Yet. Obviously in a few days. I'll have to keep the cultivator there for now, because obviously I can't tow it back with the sprayer on the back. Yeah, we're aiming to get pigs, and the pigs don't require silage, I think. So, yeah, I don't think I was doing the grass for silage. I really can't remember why I was doing so much grass. It must have just been to do a load of grass to sell, because the other fields are for the pigs. But we will have to buy the pig enclosure fairly soon. But one thing's for sure, yeah, I definitely don't regret buying this this voucher. It's very nice to have. Let's just squeeze it into here. Fairly manoeuvrable as well. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we need the Fent, so we'll go and get the cultivator. Hello, car. As we're going to be going back to the yard, it makes sense to take it. Every time I drive this, it just brings back memories of FS08, because at the port there was the Fent Black Beauty. And although, yeah, the model for it wasn't super realistic, especially the interior, which was, well, non-existent really, it still is so nostalgic looking back at that game. I love it. Even though if you've never played it before, never even seen it before, and you're used to playing FS22, you'll be shocked about how bad it looks. But I've been playing it from its initial release. I haven't played it since I was doing that comparison video last year, or sorry, 2 years ago now. But no, at the time, it was great fun. I spent hours on it. But when FS09 came out, wow, what a difference! And that will probably still look really bad now. FS has come a long way. I'm just wondering if the other field needs to be sprayed as well. It probably does. Which, if it does, we'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, I want to get this baling done. We could get a pit and then create silage in a pit. But yeah, I don't think it's really worth it for this series. We can make so much money from other ways. The yacht is fantastic. And I do want to focus on getting pigs. Let's just check. Let's just see if that field does need it. I would not be surprised. I think it probably does need to be sprayed. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, we'll do that next time. I'm interested to know, has anybody else put a road in just there to cut across? Or maybe not exactly there, but anywhere upstream? I do find it a very handy cut through. If I was going all the way around to get to here, it would be probably twice the length of time, twice the distance as well. Okay, these fantastic Heston bales. Get these popping out the back. And I don't think it's going to take very long at all. Tidying them up will be a different story. But yeah, as they're Heston bales, it won't take anywhere near as long as doing the round ones or the quadrant bales. Well, that's his first field done. I think I'm going to empty the baler. So we have as many bales over on this side instead of over there. We don't want to have many bales over there. Although there's still going to be quite a few. Clear this bit up. So I'll get the wheel loader and I'll put all of these in this shed where the Volvo tractor is. Or just there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll move that one on its own as a single bale. That can be put into the trough area for the sheep. And really I should be stacking 3 high. As for the bales from the other field, I might just stack them in the field in a neat stack until we're ready to bring them over. Okay. Should be fine just there. And it would make sense to give the other sheep enclosure another bale. We do have a bit of wool to transfer, but we're not really desperate for it anymore because we do already have at least 3 pallets of fabric in the yacht production in the boatyard. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to transport them in 2s, but I'm going to stack them in 3s. I'm not sure if this can actually carry 3. I suppose I could try it, but I would be surprised. They are pretty heavy. Also, I run the risk of losing them. As I am using a pallet fork. Oh, yep, that's not going to work as predicted. Let's go with 2. It's the safest option. So we'll see what the start looks like at the end, but I think put a layer of 2 and then put a single one on top. Shed will allow us to, we can actually go even higher than 3. Eventually we might get all the bales into here. Okay, so we've just got the one left over there. We'll put that in the sheep trough. And before I head off to the other place, I will pick up these little bits because I know it looks a bit messy. So yeah, I'll make it look as nice as possible over there. They are 9,400 litres each. Squeeze it in. Good. Okay. Into the fence. Let's get it tidied. Actually, a lot of it is just, well, that bit there is unmown grass. That's good enough. Okay. Let's go over here. There is much more over here. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Maybe we should have done silage. Not really wanting to do silage, though, on this map. I think we'll just sell the grass from here. I know we'd make much more money from silage, but yeah, I want to focus on other stuff. So let's just get it baled today. Then I can think about it. We might load it straight onto trailers. Get it sold next time. We'll see. The priority is just getting it baled. How many bales will there be? I think from this field we will get about 15. I'll say 15. Hopefully it is 15. And there we go. That's this field done as well. So I don't know exactly how many bales we have. It's probably in the region of 15. That was my guess. I'm going to have to count them because I didn't look straight away at the counter. It might have been either 9 or 10 off the other field. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Is that really right? Yeah, seems to be. 18 bales. Very good. And we do still have 5,500 litres in the baler. So to finish off with, we're just going to take the baler back to the yard. I think, yeah, next time we'll start off by spraying the other field. And then we can pick up all of these and hopefully sell them. The price for grass won't be very good, but it will be something. Oh, it's actually better than I thought. 116 and increasing. So it's currently July. Oh, it's actually the worst it could be. Well, I was actually expecting it to be less than 100 for 1,000 litres, so yeah, it can't be that bad. See, this is where it'd be so slow getting back to the yard. We'd have to go all the way over there to go around the forest, and now we can just cut straight through the centre. Go over the stream. Also, I'm wondering if next time the boat will be ready. I think it will be. The yacht, I should say. It would be good to have a telehandler too for moving bales. But I suppose for now we can make do with the small wheel loader. Have to excuse the frame rate drop just around here. It's all my trees. We will get rid of some. I didn't think that just putting one pallet in would have done this, but I suppose it was over 200 trees, so yeah, it does add up. Maybe Giants' intention was that you were going to spread them over a large area. I just put them all into one place. Okay, well that is it for today. There'll be another episode tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.